Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning into the Financial Investor channel. My name is Brent, and today we're going to be answering a viewer and subscriber question here on the channel. We're going to be covering the topic of on M1 Finance, why do I overinvest on my investments? Now, this was a question that was just brought up due to my Monday video where I mentioned that I like to overshoot my investments when adding equity into positions that are in my portfolio. So in today's video, we're going to go over why on the M1 Finance platform it is beneficial to overinvest when you're making your buys on the M1 Finance platform. So if you are brand new to the channel, have not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button below. I cover the stock market, dividends, real estate, personal finance. I would really appreciate it if you do hit that big old red button down there. If you do enjoy this video, find it helpful, hit the thumbs up. And if you have any comments, questions pertaining to the stock market, dividends, real estate, personal finance, or any of the brokers out there that you've seen me make videos on, drop it into the comment section. I will read it and reply. And if it's a question or a topic that I believe will benefit the other viewers and subscribers, I will pick it and make a video out of it. So let's go ahead and get into the video on why I like to overinvest on the M1 Finance platform. Now, really quickly, going back and taking a look at this subscriber's question, it was mentioned by K97. Here towards the bottom, he had mentioned, lastly, what do you mean by overshooting? How do you know how much you will have? Now, a lot of the times, I will overshoot in every single one of my Monday videos. I will overinvest over what I believe my cash balance will be or is. And there's no way of, there is a way of knowing how much you will have. If you follow a spreadsheet, you know exactly when dividends are going to be paying you out. But I am not that down to it into my portfolio where I know exactly when every one of my holdings will pay out a dividend. I don't know always all the time how many dividends I will receive from that specific company because I'm not sure if I bought it prior to the ex-dividend date, after the ex-dividend date, how many shares I held prior to it, or when it's actually going to go paying out. So I don't go that deep into the detail of it all. But there is a reason as to why I overinvest my equity into stocks, and I'm going to go ahead and show you why. Now, I responded to K9 here by posting a picture over on Facebook. I actually shared this a little bit earlier. I believe it was maybe yesterday or the day before, about 18 hours ago. Now, I had mentioned this is why I overshoot my M1 Finance investment, my amount. They loaned me 1 cent, and I said that's a baller. So I got a couple thumbs up there and a little smiley or laughing face there. Now, jumping over into the M1 Finance platform, I am going to go ahead and show you. Now, over on the M1 Finance platform here, up at the top, you're going to see that exact same screenshot here. I had negative 0.01 sitting in the account. Here, I still have that negative 0.01 sitting in the account. What exactly took place and what was meant by overinvesting? Now, if you watched my earlier video on Monday, I had mentioned that on my new activity going into the market, I had initially set my buy orders for, I believe it was $32, $32, $33, $32, and then another one for $35. I had mentioned that I don't really care how much equity goes into these positions as long as it's somewhere within that range. I know, I know pretty much within the range that M1 Finance will invest my capital, and over the long term, it won't make too much of a difference how much was actually missed out by investing in X or Y or Z. So in this example here, up at the top, I had paid dividends of $5.34 sitting in cash in the account. Now, I had made my weekly deposit here of $115.38. My grand total of cash sitting in the account was $120.72. $5.34 of it was paid out from dividends from Kimberly-Clark, paying out $4.91, and 43 cents was from Coca-Cola. I also had my deposit there of $115.38 for a grand total again of $120.72. Well, over here on my buy orders, you can automatically see here that I invested $120.73. In my video on Monday, last Monday, or this Monday, whenever you are watching this video, I had actually decided to over invest how much cash I had available in the account, and I actually rounded up by about $5 or so, meaning that I had been planning on just having about $120 of cash, but I actually targeted about $130 of buy orders. That means that I had about a $10 threshold from 120 to 130, and any sort of cash that if I were paid out in the account in dividends would have also been grabbed and reinvested into these trades. Now, I have a fairly large portfolio. If I go back to my dashboard, go into my portfolio, and I go into my holdings, I can actually just check on the number of holdings really quickly by making a copy here. And up at the top, it's going to show you how many holdings this specific portfolio has. And this one has 35 holdings. So of all the 35 stocks that are held within this account, I'm not tracking them on a day-by-day basis on when they should be paying out a dividend. But I expect normally every single week I will receive some sort of a dividend from some company just due to the size of this portfolio and the way that I structured it initially. If I go into the activity, I can also see in here that from the activities I buy every single week, and in just about every single buy order, there is the mention of a dividend. Here we can see across the board, every single one of these lines have a dividend in the activities there. It shows a deposit, it shows a dividend, and it shows a buy order. Sometimes there are only dividend and buy orders, meaning that I didn't actually make a deposit here. I actually reinvested 98 cents without having to have that $10 threshold. Now, I made a video recently on how you can reinvest your dividends, reinvest your cash below that $10 threshold. So if you haven't checked that video out, definitely hit that, view that video. I believe it'll be beneficial for you who are all looking to reinvest those dividends into other investments or the same company. Really easy to do here on the M1 Finance platform. Now, as we kind of scroll down, there are areas here where I may not have a dividend. Here, for example, I have a deposit and a buy order. Now here, I only have my deposit here. The reason here is just a few days prior to this buy order, my dividends had actually been paid out over that $10 threshold where M1 Finance will normally auto invest, or I will set up manual investments that whenever I have cash in the account, it'll automatically target specific stocks. Here I had $3.37 get paid out from General Mills and $10.52 there from AT&T for a total of $13.82. I had a buy order probably set of $15 or $20 on 3M. That way on the next instance that I had cash sitting in this account, it would automatically target into the 3M company. And that's what happened there. So that is basically why I believe it is beneficial if you want to be 100% invested in the market with cash that you have in your actual broker. Then it is always best to overshoot your investments on the M1 Finance platform. And you can do this. Say I only have, say for example, I'm expecting $5 to get paid out in dividends this week, but I don't know when it's going to happen. I just know that sometime this week I'm going to get paid out $5. I know that right now, say for example, Kellogg's, or I have a target here already set for Eaton Vance. I don't know when I will have that $5 hit in the account, but sometime this week I have that $5 set. I can go in here, select Eaton Vance, and I can select a buy order. I already have a pending order of $10 on this specific company, meaning that if I have any dividends that get paid out in this account, it'll take that dividend, it'll take that cash and automatically target it towards Eaton Vance. I don't have to go in there and wait for the auto investment feature to take place. I don't have to go in here anymore and set up a buy order. It's already happening. If I have $5 that comes in, I've already overshot that $5 up to $10, and it may actually go through and give me an extra cent invested just to make sure that it's able to buy the total amount of shares that M1 Finance is able to get me invested with. So that is basically all I wanted to cover in today's video. The question, why do I like to overinvest when I'm on here on the M1 Finance platform? And that is because I don't always know if I have dividends that are coming in on a Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, but what I do know is that I want to make sure that my dollars get 100% invested at 100% of the time. So if I'm only having about $120 of cash, I'm not expecting anything more than 130. I will target $130 to get invested. I may not have $130 to be invested with, but M1 Finance will throw in as much as it can into the positions that I have targeted. So that is it for today's video. If you guys have enjoyed this video and learned something new, hit that thumbs up button below. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button below. I cover the stock market, dividends, real estate, personal finance. If you're interested in any of those topics or have a question pertaining to anything, drop it into that comment section below. I will read it and reply to your comment. And then if it's something I believe will benefit the other viewers, subscribers here on the channel, I will make a video on it. That way everyone is able to benefit and learn from it. So thank you all for tuning in. I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.